Hi there, my name's Natalie. I am also known as the Wellbeing Girl, and today I am so excited to put an application into the Social Entrepreneurs Program. So, I just wanted to tell you a bit about myself to kick off. So, I have worked for the last 15 years or so in public health. So, I work in sport development, and it's all about getting the nation more physically active, which is amazing because I loved sport growing up. It's absolutely was my passion. But for me, I've also had some mental challenges over the period of my life. So the last kind of 10 years, mainly, I struggled a lot with things like OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and I found myself in a very emotionally abusive relationship. And I think these hard lessons really started to kind of make me think a little bit about the importance of mental health. And yes, it's important to be physically active, but actually, it's really important that we focus on our mental well being, just as we would our physical body. And my own learnings ensured that I was almost equipped with the tools to really do that inner work and actually see the importance of that work moving forward. So those situations in my 20s really brought me to a trigger moment in my life where I actually kind of got to breaking point, really. I left that relationship. I fell apart almost, but it was to kind of bring myself back together. And you sometimes have to break in order to kind of fix yourself in the long run. And at that point, I actually enrolled into my Coactive Leaders journey. So, a Coactive are a really well known leadership body that train coaches all over the world. And for me, 3.5 years ago, that was very much a personal journey. So I went on that journey and found myself as a result of it. So I came back home to who I was, my true essence at my core. I'd lost sight of a lot of things because I had played into this analogy of what the world wanted me to be. You know, I'd become so focused on other people's needs that actually I'd forgot my own. So after going through that journey, I actually set up my business, which is called The Wellbeing Girl. And I very much focus on B2C programs. So I deliver to the consumer and I deliver a program called The Journey Within, which is a replication of my own personal development journey. It's 12 weeks long. It's a blend of a group coaching and a one-to-one coaching program. And I've now delivered that program to about 56 ladies, which is amazing. And I know that this is having a big impact and it's really changing these women's lives. However, I also know and have this feeling that deep down this work's a lot bigger than me. And I think I've felt like from the start that I can't change the world just as one coach. So I have embarked on a really new journey that's in its infancy. In the last probably 3 months or so, I've set up my own new social enterprise called the Wellbeing Generation. And the intention of the generation is a bit bigger. It's about perception shifting. It's about challenging those negative perceptions, those stigmas that actually exist still around mental health, and actually challenging that from a bigger stage in a larger way. And a lot of the programs that I've developed through the generation are very much around reinvesting into inequality around this area. So I have some B2B programs that are very much for corporates to invest not only in their staff, but also in their local communities. So they will buy a program from me that might be 6 to 8 weeks in length, whereby we go through a program of talking therapy and almost workshops with their staff, but also they pay a premium, so they pay between 10 and 20% and reinvest that back into their local area, which ensures that actually they are having a chance to then do their bit locally for those people that may be more disadvantaged in those areas. And so we reinvest that money, that profit, back into the local area, where I will actually go in and deliver a personal development program for individuals in that area that may have not been able to access that program originally. So it's very much this model around using those corporations to support those areas of the community that really need the help the most, that maybe wouldn't be able to spend the money on that 12-week transformation if they weren't necessarily provided with a little bit more financial support. So this model is tried and tested. It exists in about 3 corporates at present. So I've been doing a lot actually with charities, so a lot of homeless charities, as well as a lot of the NHS type Oxford Health trusts and charity trusts around Oxfordshire, Berkshire and Buckinghamshire mainly. So I have been able to test this model of the corporate model of reinvesting back into that community and develop some programs on the back of that. However, I'm very much needing to get to a point where I can be supported to scale the business. It's only me and I'm only delivering what I can deliver. And for me, the Social Entrepreneurs Programme will provide me with some real understanding of being able to provide a foundation for the business that's sustainable, really understanding how I can be efficient and effective with my time and resource in order to actually ensure that I have a business here in the next few years. I very much built that kind of sole trader arm, but the social enterprise is a really, really new world to me, and it's a minefield. And I worry that if I don't get the support I need, I may not be able to go on and then make the impact to those people that really, really need the support on the ground. So fingers crossed you feel like I'm a good fit. I will pop some more information in the application around some of the individuals that I currently work with and some testimonials that will give you a flavour of my work. And yeah, I just really hope that I can benefit from the knowledge that you potentially can offer. Thank you so much for listening and have a good day.